be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Up to the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ballooning in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Chase Young able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tough rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Taking it about the 36. So a change of possession here on the... Will take over 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They go play action here. Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Queen. There he goes, right side. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They have things going their way.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Throwing is Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Isaiah Likely from 10 yards out. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A quick pass out to Aguilar. Touchdown! Nelson Aguilar, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now Purdy.
They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Purdy now to throw. He's got Ayuk once again.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
2nd and 2.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Purdy from the gun.
His throw incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy.
That is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, 41 yards. And the Niners are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Still going inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Now Moody for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this one.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run once more with Edwards. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. As he'll wind up getting close to 10 yards there, and they only needed 1 on 4th and 1. They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. The free safety rolling all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will lead to a third and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up the fourth down. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to swell the lead to 6. Tucker's kick is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. They'll come up first and 10 here. Purdy. That's complete left side to Gray. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Shotgun now with Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Purdy, big fourth down play. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find Gray here. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Here now, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Again, McCaffrey.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Purdy on 4th down. And he's got it. And he is in. They have tied it right here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's 1st down. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Pass complete. It's likely. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Here's a 2nd and 7. Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's